Hey everybody, it's me, Dan from Make It There. When it comes to looking for a job, it's a jungle out there. Everyone is competing for the same watering hole, but you're ready for what's coming. You're clear-eyed on what kind of role is right for you. You've prepared a killer marketing package that includes an optimized resume, polished personal brand, smoking LinkedIn profile that highlights what you can do, and a dynamic elevator pitch that leaves the rest of the pack in the dust. But the opportunities aren't going to just come to your doorstep. You're going to have to chase them down. But you're ready because you've done the work. The rest is just tactics. Let's talk about some on the other side.
Here to believe me. That's on TV. You ain't never turn a blue check to his. I can't wait for you. I need me a good.
So about those tactics I was talking about. Here's the first one. Tip number 1, and we talked about this in the previous video. Optimize your resume for job boards. Remember, your resume is your first impression, so it needs to work for you, not against you. The correct formatting and keywords will help your resume make it past the dreaded ATS bots. This is a must-do. If you need to, go back and watch the Chase Your Next Prepare video so that you'll know how to make the necessary changes. Do it now. Tip number 2. Quality over quantity. Don't blast out 50 generic applications. Instead, apply to 5 to 10 positions that generally align with your skills and needs. Plus, you're not burning yourself out applying everywhere. Job searching with a disability can be mentally and physically taxing. Be strategic. Save your energy for the opportunities that truly deserve it. Tip number 3. Cover letter? Definitely. And about that cover letter, yes, you should prepare one. You must grab the attention of the hiring professional in the first couple of sentences or so. If you don't catch their attention in the first few seconds, they're probably moving on to the next prospect. So customize a cover letter for each opportunity you apply to, and make yourself stand out. Tip number 4. Love people that love you. You don't want to wind up in some hellscape job that hates people with disabilities. Look for companies that embrace inclusion. After all, we have a lot to offer. Heck, I'm telling you now, if it had not been for the disability community, grocery stores would have legit had to close down during COVID. Ask anyone. We're dedicated workers, and we have more grit because we had to endure more than the average person. So how do you find inclusive companies? Ones known for hiring people with disabilities? Well, there are several avenues to check. Number 1, your own investigation. Although all disabilities are not visible, if you know of people with physical disabilities working at a company, there is also a high chance that those with invisible disabilities are there as well. Ask them if they enjoy working there. Number 2, the gossip. What are people saying online? Check reviewers on Glassdoor, Reddit, or other posting boards. Any tea being spilled on social media? This is a great source of information. Number 3, what a company says. Look at the company's public-facing communication. What are they saying on their website? What is being said on social media to acknowledge inclusion? Any posts in March on National Disability Awareness Month? Number 4, disability services providers and advocacy groups. Organizations that serve members of our community with employment support programs tend to have the inside scoop about which companies are disability friendly. I'm thinking organizations like State Vocational Rehabilitation or VR agencies, Career One Stops, Goodwill Industries, and Easter Seals, to name a few. Some companies have specific diversity hiring initiatives. Some actively recruit from autism employment programs, veteran disability services, or other specialized networks. These employers want to hire you. On to tip number 5. Tip number 5. Join networking sites and attend networking events. Do you know that people with disabilities are more likely to land a job or role through networking rather than going through traditional job websites and boards? People with disabilities should prioritize networking, motor programs, disability-focused job fairs, employee resource groups, or ERGs, and organizations like Disability In that connect candidates directly with inclusive employers. Get some events, meetings, launches, or meetups on your schedule, and have that elevator pitch ready to go. Tip 6. Reach out to government-sponsored employment support programs. These are resources a lot of people don't know. Every state has a vocational rehabilitation agency. These are government programs specifically designed to help people with disabilities prepare for and find employment. They can provide job coaching, resume help, interview prep, assistive technology, and sometimes even education or training. I'll leave a link in the description box. There are also condition-specific resources you should investigate. For example, if you have autism or Down syndrome, organizations linked to these conditions as well as others often offer employment toolkits and guidance. If you have a mental health condition, there are practical guides designed specifically for you. Organizations serving people with vision impairments and learning disabilities, they all have resources as well. Seriously, spend time exploring what's available in your state. And if you are an older American, AARP has a wealth of employment support information tailored to your situation. Most of these services are free and right under your nose. Leverage them for maximum exposure. Tip 7. Don't rule out temp agencies. Committing to a full-time permanent job can feel like a huge leap. What if you could test drive a company first? That's where temp agencies come in. It's a fantastic way to get your foot in the door, gain recent experience, and see if the work environment is a good fit for you. Many temp jobs turn into permanent positions, so think of it as a paid audition. Plus, temp agencies are used to matching people with appropriate roles. If you let them know about your needs or limitations, a good temp agency will work to place you in positions that fit. And there's less pressure than a permanent position. You're both testing compatibility. I know of people who have gone this route and found perfect roles for themselves. Tip 8. Don't overlook gig work and freelance opportunities. This is huge if you have a disability that affects your ability or energy levels. You control your schedule. You work your available work. There are a ton of gig work and freelance platforms out there these days. Platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, and TaskRabbit connect you with project-based work. There's DoorDash, Uber, Instacart, and Lyft if you have reliable transportation. The list goes on and on. Freelancing lets you gain experience outside the traditional job market and without the direct pressure. So don't overlook this option. Tip 9. Dress the part and develop effective interviewing skills. Did someone say interview? Now don't crash out. This is the time to be both confident and relatable. Here's a secret you should know. Hiring managers are very, very busy, overworked people. They're awash in resumes, applications, and other HR matters. The question that's at the forefront of their minds is, can I see myself working with this person? And also, will they fit into the culture of this place? Are they capable? Can they do this job? So this is your assignment. You must sell them on these points. Your goal is to create a connection with your interviewer. So do your reconnaissance. Research both the company culture and the interviewer. Plan your wardrobe and make sure you'll fit their dress code. No wrinkled clothing, crop tops, graphic tees, flip-flops, shower caps, or bed hair. And by all means, don't show up looking like something the cat dragged in. Be lighthearted, but disciplined in what you say. Practice for the interview ahead of time, and be ready for these booby trap questions. Tell me about yourself. Why did you leave your last position? Share with me a problem you encountered in the previous role and how you overcome it. What's your greatest weakness? Have your story already ready. Remember your personal brand. If you have social anxiety or communication challenges, practice is essential. Consider doing a mock interview with a friend, family member, or employment coach. And finally, if your disability is a visible one that might pose some accessibility challenges, discuss it directly, as this will actually demonstrate professionalism in my opinion. Tip 10. Polish professional etiquette and phone skills. These details matter more than you think. As someone who literally did 12 years of speech therapy, I really struggled with this one. Work on this if you need to. It's existential. If you contact a potential employer by phone, have a quiet space and speaking notes. Be professional but warm on the phone. Smile, and yes, people can hear that in the phone. Return emails ASAP, but definitely within 24 hours. Make sure you have yourself together. This is also part of the qualifying process. If phone calls make you anxious, practice with a friend or write down a few talking points before you dial. Job searching takes time and resilience, disability or not. But you have what it takes. Be prepared, be relentless.
Friends, job hunting and networking don't have to feel rewarding. It's about strategy, action, and overcoming objections. It's about winning people over. And your number one secret weapon here is self-confidence. Armor up against the sting of rejection. Remember, it goes with the territory. It's part of the game. So become impervious to it. And don't be worn down by the process. Instead, be encouraged by it. Because you know what? At the end of the day, it's all just making you better. All right? I'll see you in the next video, where we will talk about evaluating your outcomes and we will bring it all together.